After the Sulaco research station discovers a mysterious spacecraft with an unconscious but still warm pilot, the crew brings it on board. As they attempt to communicate with Weyland-Yutani and extract valuable technology, a sudden and violent event occurs. A chestburster erupts from the pilot. Panic ensues, and just as the crew tries to transmit a warning, all communications are inexplicably jammed, cutting them off completely. Meanwhile, on the Yautja homeworld, the incident is brought to the attention of the King Elder. Reports suggest that the chestburster could lead to the creation of a dangerous new xenomorph hybrid. Fearing the threat it poses to other civilizations, the King Elder orders the dispatch of a hunter warrior to eliminate the creature and prevent its DNA from spreading. At the same time, the Zulema, sister ship to the Sulaco, prepares to rendezvous with the Sulaco on the other side of the planet. Having lost contact, the Zulema remains unaware of the Sulaco's fate. With communications still mysteriously jammed and no updates from the Sulaco, the Zulema is heading directly into a deadly and uncertain situation, setting the stage for the continuation of AVP Redemption. Zulema Bridge. The cramped bridge of the Zulema was bathed in the faint glow of console lights, the silence thick with tension. Dr. Emily Carter stood at the center, her gaze darting between screens and crew members. The quiet hum of machinery was the only sound, but it felt suffocating. Any update, Darius? Still nothing from the Sulaco. No response from Weyland either. We're being jammed, Doc. I'm sure of it. Jammed? Are you positive? Yeah, I've run every diagnostic. It's not interference or a malfunction. The signals are being deliberately blocked. Someone doesn't want us talking to anyone. Then it's not just the Sulaco, Emily said, her voice tense. Whoever or whatever did this is targeting everything. Jason stepped forward, holding a small data pad. Here's the last transmission from the Sulaco, Doc. It's rough, but it's all we've got. The grainy video flickered onto the screen. Okay, let's see, Emily said, leaning closer. A distorted figure appeared, speaking urgently. Sir, we've recovered an alien spacecraft on LV-223. The pilot's body. It's missing limbs, but it was still warm when we found it. What do you mean it moved? Came the voice of a startled crew member in the background. Gunfire erupted. Stop firing! We need it alive! The transmission cut out abruptly. Silence filled the bridge once more. That's it, Jason muttered. That's all we've got. Emily's mind raced as she processed the information. Damn it! How long until repairs are done? I want us close to the Sulaco as soon as possible. 2 hours, give or take. Darius responded, glancing at a nearby console. Determined to uncover the truth, the Zulema devised a bold plan to secure the Predator ship. Relying on AI-guided systems and advanced scanners, they carefully brought the alien craft aboard with robotic precision. Strict containment protocols were enforced to shield the Zulema from potential threats as they prepared to analyze the mysterious vessel remotely. Emily turned her attention back to the screen. What do we know about their spacecraft? Darius leaned back slightly, exhaling. According to the Sulaco logs, their systems are far beyond ours. Cloaking technology, advanced weaponry, and encryption protocols we can't even begin to crack. But the ship wasn't cloaked when we found it. Something went wrong when they landed. Emily glanced at the object displayed on the monitor, its alien contours haunting and foreboding. Did you find anything inside? An empty egg or cocoon. It's egg-shaped, but there was nothing inside. Her eyes narrowed. And their navigation system? It's capable of interstellar travel, far more advanced than anything we've ever seen. And their jamming tech? It could be what's blocking us. So we're cut off. No contact with the Sulaco, no backup from Weyland. We're alone out here. Darius glanced at her. Not entirely. We've adapted enough of their navigation system to work with ours. If we push the Zulema, we might be able to break through the jamming, at least with short-range signals. Jason chimed in, caution in his voice. But even then, we're still on the wrong side of the planet. For all we know, the Sulaco could be in the middle of a firefight with whatever came out of that cocoon. Emily's voice hardened. Then we need to move. Sitting here any longer, we'll be dead when they come for us. The Zulema's engines roared to life. The bridge vibrated with a low hum as the ship lifted off, breaking through the dense atmosphere of the unknown planet. Altitude rising, 500 meters, 800. Breaking through the atmosphere smoothly. We'll hit the other side of the planet in about 15 minutes. The crew worked in silence, each moment stretching as they neared the wreckage of the Sulaco. When they finally cleared the atmosphere, they stared in stunned silence. Is that... Emily's voice trailed off as her eyes locked on the shattered debris floating in the distance. The remains of the Sulaco drifted through space, twisted metal, lifeless fragments torn apart by a massive explosion. That's all that's left? Darius asked quietly, disbelief in his voice. The whole ship, it's gone, Emily exhaled slowly. Scan the debris field. Look for any signs of life, or anything that might explain what happened. The Zulema carefully navigated through the floating wreckage. Just as the crew began scanning, a sound emanated from the Predator's craft in their hangar. Darius, did you scan their ship? Yeah, we did a full scan. He hesitated. But I'll run another one just in case. Tension thickened as the moments stretched. Then Darius's voice cut through the silence. Doc, there's a second cocoon! It's hidden in the back of the Predator's ship. It wasn't there in the initial scan. Emily's heart skipped a beat. Seal the hangar doors! Now! The crew scrambled as Darius's voice came again, more urgent. Doc, the cocoon's open. There's nothing inside. What do you mean, nothing? Emily snapped. Exactly that, Darius responded. The cocoon's empty. The tension aboard the Zulema was palpable. The crew's search for Anna, one of their engineers, took on new urgency. Jason and Darius checked a storage compartment that hadn't been searched. Inside, they found unsettling exoskeletal remains scattered on the floor. Doc, you need to see this. They shone their lights into a dark corner, revealing a figure lying still beneath debris. It's Anna. Emily rushed over. Is she breathing? Barely. Get her to the medical bay. Now. As the crew transported Anna, Jason pulled Emily aside. Doc, I think we need to put her in cryostasis. Emily looked at him sharply. Why? Jason's face was serious. If she's infected with what we saw on the Sulaco video, we need to stop it before it's too late. Unbeknownst to the rest of the crew, Jason's calm exterior masked a darker truth. Darius, suspicious of his recent behavior, had begun to dig into his past. The more he uncovered, the clearer it became. Jason wasn't who he claimed to be. In a desperate bid to maintain his cover, Jason made his move. He sabotaged the ship's communication systems, sending encrypted messages to Weyland-Yutani. His mission had never been about helping the crew. He was an advanced synthetic android, programmed to secure the alien specimen for the corporation at any cost if the opportunity arose. As Darius and the crew confronted Jason, they realized the depth of his betrayal. But the danger wasn't just from within. The xenomorph was already among them. Doc, we need to act fast! Jason's voice was cold, almost mechanical. Anna's infected. We have to contain this before the chestburster emerges. Emily's eyes widened in horror. Chestburster? It's part of the xenomorph reproductive cycle, Jason explained, his voice steady but grim. Engineered by an ancient race known as the Engineers. I studied their technology during my time with Weyland-Yutani's research division. Emily felt a chill run down her spine. So Weyland-Yutani wants this as a weapon? Jason didn't answer. His silence was confirmation enough. The crew now faced an impossible decision. Deal with the xenomorph, trust a treacherous android, or fight for survival against both. End of part 1.